Hey folks, this is Nick with Kognitos. Here today to talk to you again about Kognitos and how things function within our platform. Today we're going to talk about books. And no, I'm not talking about what I keep telling my 4-year-old is really, really important. I'm talking about integrations between Kognitos and not only other third-party vendors such as Salesforce or Oracle or SAP, things of that nature, but also other applications like Excel and email and Outlook. So really doing anything outside the bounds of Kognitos, which is really, really important if you're talking about bringing data in or sending data out of Kognitos. And so for this, we're going to go under the books on the left hand, the navigation pane on the left hand side. So we'll go to books. And here in this brand new department, we're going to see that there are no books in this department whatsoever. So we're going to just click on new book. And so I know that for the upcoming videos, what I'm going to need are a couple of different books here. So first, I'm going to need email. And so this is the native email client within Kognitos. So there is no authentication required. We're simply sending a simple message out via Kognitos. So we'll include that, and then we will also include Excel. Notice these don't have any credentials or anything that you need to store. So I'm just hitting add, and now we're learning that book in the department. So just to give you an example of what else could be in here. So let's say that instead of email, we wanted to use something like Outlook. So with Outlook, you would have to configure this to an Outlook account within your environment, and so you need to set up some credentials within your environment, right? So there are different books that have different requirements, such as these, and they are very, very important because this is how you authenticate to your systems and get your data into Kognitos, right? So we're not going to be using any of these for the exercise that's coming up. But we will be using email, we'll be using Excel, and we'll also be using document processing. Document processing is largely text tracked, but there's also some other flavors happening in there as well. So we've added all of these books, and I'm sure your next question is, but Nick, how do we actually get these books? Well, that's a great question, and it's worth noting that the primary way of getting books into Kognitos is through Kognitos' engineering team. But we also have what we call a book development kit. And that book development kit is something that can be used with traditional software engineering to create these connections between Kognitos and pretty much any other system that has an API available. And so the BDK or book development kit is outside of the scope of this conversation, as I just want to get you familiar with Kognitos, familiar enough that you feel comfortable in this environment. Therefore, we will not be going over the BDK in these videos. So that's what I have for books. Let's stop it there for now, and we will get into further development with this in future videos.